Welcome back to Celeb Memorial TV. Here we celebrate the legacies of stars who shone brightly in our lives. Join us as we honor their journeys and the lasting impact they made. Before we start, to support us, please hit that like button. Thank you. Inga Swenson, a distinguished American actress and singer, passed away at the age of 90 in Los Angeles. Celebrated for her versatility on stage and screen, Swenson's career was marked by memorable performances that showcased her profound talent and discipline. Born on December 29, 1932, in Omaha, Nebraska, Swenson faced personal tragedy early with the loss of her father in a car accident when she was just 15. Despite these challenges, she excelled in the arts from a young age, winning national contests in speech and singing during her high school years. She further honed her craft at Northwestern University under notable mentors, including Alvina Krauss. Swenson's professional career was highlighted by her significant contributions to Broadway, where she earned critical acclaim and Tony Award nominations for her roles in 110 in the Shade and Baker Street. Her performance as Lizzie Curry in 110 in the Shade remained her favorite role, showcasing her ability to convey deep emotion and complexity. Beyond the theater, she made her mark in films such as Advise and Consent and The Miracle Worker, and on television in memorable roles on Bonanza and as the acerbic Gretchen Krauss on the ABC comedy series Benson, earning 3 Emmy nominations. Her portrayal of Gretchen Krauss was particularly beloved for its humor and sharp wit, making Swenson a household name and endearing her to a generation of television viewers. Her catchphrase, "I hear you," became a symbol of her character's unique presence and has endured in the hearts of fans. Off-screen, Swenson's life was filled with both joy and sorrow, marked by a loving marriage to actor, singer Lowell Harris in 1953 and the profound loss of their son James in 1987. The couple's resilience and dedication to their family underscored the depth of their character and commitment to each other. Inga Swenson's legacy is one of artistic excellence and personal integrity. She leaves behind a body of work that continues to inspire and entertain, and a memory cherished by all who knew her. As we remember her, we celebrate a life richly lived and a career that touched countless hearts with its brilliance and warmth. Happy Traum, an influential figure in American folk music, passed away on July 17th at the age of 86. A Bronx native born on May 9, 1938, Traum's musical journey began in the vibrant hubs of Washington Square and Greenwich Village, eventually becoming a central figure in the Woodstock music scene of the 1970s and 1980s. From his early days, Traum's talent was apparent as he mingled and performed alongside icons like Bob Dylan, Phil Ochs, and Pete Seeger. His involvement in the historic 1962 recording session for Broadside Ballads Volume 1 at Folkways Records marked a seminal moment in folk music, contributing significantly with his group, the New World Singers. This session notably included the first released version of Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind and a duet with Dylan on Let Me Die in My Footsteps. Happy Traum's musical collaborations were vast and influential, extending into his work with his brother Artie as part of the duo Happy and Artie Traum. Together they produced memorable albums that captured the spirit of their era, blending traditional folk with contemporary themes. Traum was not only a performer but also a dedicated teacher, founding homespun music instruction to pass on his skills to new generations. His contribution to Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Vol. 2 and the session with poet Allen Ginsberg are poignant reminders of his versatility and the respect he commanded in the folk community. Traum's musical legacy is enriched by his commitment to teaching and his influence on the folk revival movement. Happy Traum's passing marks the end of a chapter in folk music history, but his melodies will resonate, continuing to inspire musicians and music lovers around the world. His family, friends, and fans mourn a life beautifully played and a voice that will echo in the corridors of folk music forever. Lou Dobbs, a prominent conservative political commentator and television host, passed away on July 18th at the age of 78. Known for his forceful and outspoken style, Dobbs carved out a niche as a staunch advocate for what he saw as the core issues affecting America, including immigration and economic policy. Beginning his television career with CNN at its inception in 1980, Dobbs became a significant figure in news media, anchoring Moneyline before the show was renamed Lou Dobbs Tonight. His journalistic journey was marked by a fervent populism, often reflecting his critical stance against trade deals like NAFTA and his skepticism of globalization's impacts on American workers. Dobbs was also a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump, dedicating airtime to pro-Trump coverage and theories that often polarized viewers and attracted controversy. His support for birtherism and strong anti-immigration views were hallmark features of his programming, which resonated with a significant segment of the American populace. In addition to his television presence, Dobbs was an author and radio host, further amplifying his viewpoints across multiple platforms, which included the Fox Business Network after his times at CNN. His advocacy wasn't without consequence, as it led to legal challenges, including a significant defamation lawsuit regarding the 2020 presidential election coverage. Lou Dobbs's impact on political commentary was profound, shaping discussions around key American policy debates for decades. His legacy, marked by both admiration and criticism, underscores the complex discourse over America's future and the role media plays in shaping public opinion. His death closes a significant chapter in the narrative of American media and political commentary. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, a pioneering sex therapist and beloved media personality, passed away at the age of 96 on July 12th. Known to the world simply as Dr. Ruth, she brought frank and joyful sex education into the living rooms and lives of millions, advocating for open and healthy discussions about sexuality. Her distinctive voice and diminutive stature belied a formidable strength and an indomitable spirit shaped by a harrowing early life. Born in Germany, Westheimer was sent to Switzerland on the Kindertransport to escape Nazi persecution, leaving behind her family who would perish in the Holocaust. This profound loss and the harsh realities of her early years forged a resilience and a zest for living that defined her subsequent career. After moving to Mandatory Palestine, she served as a sniper in the Haganah before migrating to the United States, where she would ultimately revolutionize how we talk about sex. Earning her doctorate from Teachers College, Columbia University at the age of 42, Dr. Ruth went on to host the wildly popular radio show Sexually Speaking in 1980, which opened the door to a series of television shows and media appearances where she discussed sexual health openly and with humor. Her academic background and approachable demeanor helped demystify and destigmatize sex, making her a household name. Dr. Ruth authored 45 books on sex and sexuality, leaving a lasting educational legacy. Her contributions were recognized with numerous accolades, including induction into the Radio Hall of Fame. Beyond her professional achievements, her personal story of survival and triumph inspired the play Becoming Dr. Ruth and the documentary Ask Dr. Ruth, showcasing her multifaceted life and impact. Her death marks the loss of a cultural icon who championed a message of joy, acceptance, and the importance of intimacy. Dr. Ruth's legacy will undoubtedly endure, continuing to educate and empower future generations. Her message was simple yet profound. Embrace and understand our sexuality as a vital part of human happiness and health. Dave Loggins, who passed away at the age of 76 on July 10th in Nashville, was an esteemed American singer-songwriter celebrated for his profound impact on the music industry. His evocative lyrics and melodic prowess earned him a revered spot in the hearts of music lovers worldwide. Born on November 10, 1947 in Mountain City, Tennessee, Loggins embarked on his musical journey after careers as a draftsman and insurance salesman, showcasing a late bloomer's tenacity that would hallmark his career. His breakthrough came with the 1974 hit, Please Come to Boston, which not only reached number 5 on the pop charts, but also topped the easy listening charts, securing his place as a distinguished songwriter. This song, characterized by its heartfelt narrative and intricate storytelling, became a classic, epitomizing the 1970s folk rock era. Loggins' talent for crafting hits was not limited to his own performances. He penned Pieces of April for Three Dog Night and wrote successful songs for a myriad of artists across genres, including Jimmy Buffett, Tanya Tucker, and Reba McEntire. His versatility and ability to write #1 hits like Morning Desire for Kenny Rogers and You Make Me Want to Make You Mine for Juice Newton spoke volumes of his musical genius. His collaboration with Anne Murray on Nobody Loves Me Like You Do in 1984 further solidified his status in the music world, earning them Vocal Duo of the Year at the CMA Awards in 1985. Moreover, his song Augusta, penned during a visit to the Augusta National Golf Club, became synonymous with the Masters Golf Tournament, played annually to usher in the iconic event, embedding his work in the fabric of American culture. In 1995, Loggins's outstanding contributions to music were immortalized with his induction into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, a testament to his enduring influence and legacy in the music industry. Though he may have shared a last name and the bonds of family with his second cousin, Kenny Loggins, Dave carved out his unique legacy, leaving behind a treasure trove of musical gems that will continue to inspire and move audiences for generations. His passing marks the end of an era, but his music will live on, a lasting legacy to his remarkable talent and spirit. Joe Bonzel, the tenor vocalist of the legendary country and gospel quartet the Oak Ridge Boys, passed away at the age of 76 on July 9th, due to complications from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. His voice and vibrant personality defined the sound and spirit of the Oak Ridge Boys from 1973 until his retirement in 2023, leaving a lasting impact on the music world. Born on May 18, 1948, in Philadelphia, Bonzel was deeply influenced by his parents, both World War II veterans, who imbued him with a strong sense of patriotism and commitment. These values shone through in his extensive body of work, both as a musician and an author. Before joining the Oak Ridge Boys, Bonzel performed in gospel groups throughout the northeastern United States, owning the skills that would later define his career. Bonzel's tenure with the Oak Ridge Boys was marked by a series of hits that won the hearts of fans across generations. Besides his group performances, he also earned a solo chart credit with the band Sawyer Brown in their 1986 single Outgoin' Catten', where he was affectionately credited as Cat Joe Bonzel. His unique tenor voice was not only a signature element of the Oak Ridge Boys' sound, but also a beacon of the genre's evolution over decades. Aside from his musical career, Bonzel was a prolific author. He penned several books, including a 4-part children's series titled The Molly Books and G.I. Joe and Lily, a moving tribute to his parents' wartime and post-war experiences. His works extended his legacy beyond music, touching on themes of family, sacrifice, and American heritage. Inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2015 with the Oak Ridge Boys, Bonzel's contributions to music were formally recognized and celebrated. Despite facing health challenges toward the end of his career, he continued to perform with grace and resilience, adapting his stage presence until he retired due to his illness. Joe Bonzel's legacy is that of a man who brought joy and harmony not only through his music, but also through his words and the deep connections he fostered with his audience. His memoir, I See Myself, scheduled for posthumous release, will offer fans a final, intimate look at a life well lived, filled with melody, faith, and enduring love. His voice may have been silenced, but his songs will continue to resonate, a lasting tribute to his remarkable spirit. Lori Lundeen, a pioneering figure in the grunge era and a gifted writer, passed away at the age of 62 on July 10th, due to a brain aneurysm in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Known for her role as the guitarist and songwriter for the indie rock band Zuzu's Petals, Lundeen was a prominent part of the vibrant Minneapolis music scene that flourished alongside artists like Prince and the Replacements. Zuzu's Petals, named after a reference from the classic film It's a Wonderful Life, stood out in the local clubs as an all-female band during a time when such lineups were rare. Their music, shaped with contributions from notable figures like Dave Pirner of Soul Asylum and Gary Loris of the Jayhawks, resonated with the raw spirit of the era. The band's albums, including 1992's When No One's Looking and 1994's The Music of Your Life, encapsulated the energy and ethos of the 90s alternative scene. After marrying Paul Westerberg of The Replacements, Lindeen shifted her creative expression from music to writing. Her transition culminated in the publication of Pedal Pusher, a rock and roll Cinderella story in 2007, a memoir that offered a vivid account of her experiences in the music industry. She also contributed thought-provoking essays to publications like The New York Times. Beyond her artistic achievements, Lindeen was committed to nurturing the next generation of writers. She earned a master's degree in creative writing from the University of Minnesota and taught at several institutions, including the University of St. Thomas and St. Cloud State University. Her passion for guiding aspiring writers was evident in her involvement with the Loft Literary Center and her leadership at writing retreats across Wisconsin and beyond. Lori Lindeen's life was marked by creativity, resilience, and an unwavering dedication to the arts. She leaves behind a legacy that transcends her music and literary contributions, reflected in the lives of those she inspired and taught. Survived by her son, partner, father, and siblings, Lindeen's spirit and influence will continue to resonate within the arts community and beyond. No memorial plans have been announced, but her memory and impact will undoubtedly be celebrated by all who were touched by her work and passion. Breaking news. News 1. At 91, country music legend Willie Nelson continues to defy the odds, showcasing his indomitable spirit in a recent heartfelt performance despite battling health issues. Amidst a challenging month of health setbacks, Nelson returned to the stage alongside his daughter Paula to deliver a poignant rendition of Creedence Clearwater Revival's classic, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? The performance, which moved many in the audience to tears, was a testament to Nelson's enduring passion for music and his deep connection with his fans. Nelson, who has been a pillar of the music industry since the 1950s, recently missed several shows due to an unspecified illness. Yet the icon's commitment to his craft remains unwavering. According to insiders speaking to Closer Weekly, while his recent illness significantly affected him, Nelson was eager to resume touring, against the cautious advice of some around him. His medical team and close associates are reportedly making concerted efforts to ensure his well-being, monitoring his health closely, and ensuring he maintains a balance between his performance commitments and his need for rest. With his family often joining him on stage, son Lucas recently filled in during his illness. Nelson's shows are more than just concerts. They are gatherings of love, resilience, and family legacy. Despite the physical limitations brought on by age, with performances now often delivered seated, Nelson's spirit remains as vibrant as ever, driven by an unyielding love for music and performance that he plans to continue as long as he lives. News 2. The world of anime and voice acting mourns the loss of a legendary talent, Noriko Ohara, whose voice shaped childhoods and left an indelible mark on Japanese pop culture. Ohara, renowned for her role as the beloved character Nobita from Doraemon, passed away on July 12th at the age of 88, as confirmed by her talent agency, 81 Produce. Her battle with an undisclosed illness ended despite treatment efforts, leaving fans and the industry in grief. A private funeral, attended by close relatives in respect to the family's wishes, has already been held. Ohara's voice brought to life a plethora of iconic characters, including Conan in Future Boy Conan, Oyuki in Urusei Yatsura, and Doranjo in Yatterman. Her influence extended beyond anime as she voiced characters in Western films and shows, such as Valerie Brown in Josie and the Pussycats, adapting international stories for Japanese audiences. Her remarkable contributions to the voice acting industry were recognized in 2007 when she received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the inaugural Seiyu Awards. Noriko Ohara's legacy will continue to resonate through the many characters and stories she animated with her distinctive voice, leaving a lasting legacy in the hearts of fans worldwide.